yeah. Apply pressure from every angle, you feel me? Yeah, you know, attack more. Never fold, man. Nah, never fold, never quit, yeah. Keep going, like, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta, yeah, I smoke that thing. Tryna get M's in the bank, fuck what they think. Knock a nigga whole mouth out. Come side me, top break, throw hands like Tank. Knock it out the park like Hank. I've been doing them planks, what you got on my drink? I've been trying to keep my sane. Humanity so lame, fuck you and your gang. Speaking on the dead man's name. Bitch, I snatch your chain, stay ready to bang. Now this shit getting to me.
I'm ready. Believe that. You hear me? I'm gonna just go ahead and dive right into it. First off, SHAKUR Stevenson versus Tifemio Lopez was pure dominance, a dominant performance from SHAKUR. I'm not surprised at all. Well, I definitely thought Tifemio Lopez would have given a better performance, a little more effort, just looked better, would have looked better overall. But SHAKUR was the more dominant fighter, natural boxer, better boxer, but he put on a great show, a high level, separated himself drastically performance. No one expected him to come in and just annihilate Lopez like he did. But not only that, right, make it look so damn easy. He looked so pure in there, so pure. You know what I mean, homie? Heavy. The brilliance, the elegance, the footwork was brilliant. The boxing skills were brilliant. He's just on a different level. And I'm going to say it right now, man. I stand on it 10 toes down, homie. You hear me? SHAKUR Stevenson can beat anybody in the division. Whoever may be in his division, right? Whether it's Tank Davis as well, he will beat him as well. Boxing-wise, skill-wise, bro, he's on a different level, right? And everyone wants to speak about his power or lack of power. Well, he's keeping these guys off him for a reason, right? They're not able to get to him convincingly and consistently for a reason, right? Right. Even the heavy punchers, he definitely stops guys in their tracks. He keeps them off them. He has enough power to do that. And if Lopez would have kept pressing the issue, see, he backed up. He stopped applying pressure because he felt SHAKUR's power. He was hurt a couple of times, matter of fact. So he took his foot off the gas because he knew deep down for sure if he would have kept pressing, he would have got his ass knocked out. It was clear, evident. SHAKUR put himself on a different level, different atmosphere, different realm, baby. Yeah, just an overall different level of skill, different level of boxer. He is one of the greats. And if he keeps his mind right, keeps the right people around him, he will be legendary. I mean, he really is already legendary, bro. Boom. I mean, at that young age, the skills he has, and he will just continue to get better at his crafts. You know what I mean? So the sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for that dude. I said this had the chance, this had the potential to be a great fight. A legacy, legendary fight, bro. It reminded you of some of the great fights of old. But like I said, I definitely expected more from Lopez, bro. I thought he was gonna come out there, fight smart. I don't know what information his trainers were giving him, but his game plan, his total game plan, bro, even to his stance, like what is he really doing? I don't even like the way his stance looks. He's leaning far to the right, leaving himself wide open. He looked a lot slower tonight. Just took a real beating, bro, a real bruising. This could definitely be his last fight for some years, heavy, I guarantee he doesn't fight again, maybe 1-2 years plus. I'm sure that loss, the way he lost, right, took a whole lot of confidence and belief out of him. And who knows what he is going through mentally as well. And then the whole remarks about black people, which I wasn't aware of, but he's been making remarks about black people forever, right? Allegedly, throw that allegedly in there, saying wild type shit. So he deserved to get his ass beat, you know, talking real reckless, right? Real crazy, baby. Boom. Shakur really should have knocked him out now that I think about it, man, in hindsight. But yeah, Lopez is Lopez. Now, how will he regroup or bounce back? Will he move up? Whatever. But this fight surely took a lot out of him. Hey, that's the boxing game. That's the name of the business, name of the game, and he knows that. But yeah, bro, definitely a disappointment from his side. All that talking, all that what he gonna do, this and that, training, footage, all that, talking this, talking that. He looked like a real jive turkey, man. I repeat, huh? A real jive turkey, man. Heavy, no cap. Yeah, different levels, man. Different levels. But Shakur Stevenson, man, wow, showed a lot tonight. Shout out Terrence Crawford for showing him the ropes as well, taking him under his wing, so to say. But Shakur Stevenson, man, a real animal, a real problem. Just overall talented, bro. One of them natural, pure boxers, right? Just a boxing technician. His defense is immaculate, really impenetrable. Hard to hit him, man. Hard to hit him. You see, Lopez couldn't get in at all. It was easy work. He's a different type animal, man. When it comes to that defensive side and now even the offensive side of his game, he can do it all, literally do it all, you know? But his footwork, the way he keeps his range, keeps his distance, barely moving, but still moving just enough. Slight pivots, slight movements, slight twists and turns in his movements, homie, throughout the whole fight. But still staying in position and staying in range to bang, boy. You hear me? Heavy. Has a high ring IQ as well, homie. But the way he's never off balance, never reaching for real, leaning too much one way or to one side, always in defensive position, always prepared and ready and in position to throw a punch. Just very, very high level boxing skills, bro, that you don't see too often. And like I said, I talk about his power, but his power is evidently enough to keep guys off him. And we talking boxing, that's all you really need. Period, bottom line, bro. No cap. Great performance from him tonight. Great performance, dog. Real. From his shoulder rolls to his defense, head movement, all that. I mean, he didn't even really take no punches. I mean, until he went to the inside, got a little cool, comfortable, relaxed a little bit. Lopez caught him with a couple body shots. You know, that's just because Shakur got comfortable. But something you can't do as well though. So he can learn from that area of the fight. Real high level skills, man. High level skills for real. Just a different caliber. Like I said, I see him beating everybody in that division. Then I don't know why Conor Ben came in the ring or why Conor Ben is a thing. He will not Conor Ben out too. Yeah. Conor Ben, he's tough, tough, gritty, feisty. He'll probably try to press Shakur, try to bang him up, rough him up. But at the end of the day, he will get picked apart. And he will eventually get knocked out, right? Right. Conor Ben doesn't have enough for Shakur, and he's really a one-trick pony. But as far as for boxing, what it does for boxing, right? The views it will bring, solid opponent for Shakur. Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Would I be mad at the fight? Hell no. Would I watch the fight? Hell yeah. Is it necessarily the fight I want to see next from Shakur? No, not really. I still want to see him and Tank. Him and Haney possibly, right? Heavy. Him and old boy Roach. So it's a lot of fights out there for him. But yeah, I think he will take over very soon. He really took over tonight. Yeah, he took over that division tonight. And he moved up in weight. He looked real good moving up as well. A lot of people talked about, had questions about how will his stamina be, his performance, right? His speed, his quickness, his agility. It was all there, baby, all there. He didn't miss a beat. He didn't skip a beat. He didn't look slow or he didn't look tired. He looked like he was in phenomenal shape. Yeah, phenomenal shape, man. No cap, for real. The boy looked damn near untouchable out there. Who will give him a real fight, a pure fight? You really can't say at this point. It's tough to say anyone, man, for real. I mean, even Gervonta Tank Davis, I think he will pick him apart too. I don't think Tank will be able to hit him at all, man, for real. If I'm just sincerely being honest, Shakur is on a different level. And his defense, woo, his impeccable defense makes him even greater. You know, I've compared him to Pernell Whitaker before, but his offense is better than Pernell's was. And he probably has slightly more power. Now, if both of those fighters had more power, shit, they would have been super legendary, like knocked everybody out. Like Pernell probably never would have lost if he had spectacular power, baby. Oh, yeah. Respect, rest in peace to Pernell Whitaker, homie. Boxing legend, homie, forever, man. Yeah. You hear me? Heavy. But Shakur has enough power to keep guys off of him. And in boxing, that's all you need. In boxing, you ain't got to knock everybody out. You know, it's a skill, it's an art form. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. Some fans just want to see blood and guts get real bloody. It's pure knockouts, you know. And that's cool, I get it. The world loves violence, but at the end of the day, respect the art form of a sport as well, right? Respect the real time and reps and efforts and discipline it takes and heart, spirit, determination, man, to even get in the ring, you know, early, man. Yeah. But Shakur Stevenson, once again, a pure animal, a real dog, a real living dog. Congratulations. Shout out to him. Right. Now, what's next for him? Like I say, who knows? But the boxing game, this was good, definitely good for the boxing game. I thought it would be similar to a, Hagler Duran Robinson, but it was nowhere near that. It was pure domination. Can you call it a rivalry? Hell no. But can you call it a good fight for boxing and pure annihilation for one fighter? Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Huh? Shakur Stevenson took the next step and elevated like I thought and said he would. Oh yeah. Not many expected for him to put on this performance. He's a different caliber, homie. Yeah, he's a different breed. And just when it comes to skill set alone, man, he will be tough to beat for anybody. I don't think any fighter can beat him in his division, a division up, huh? And that it'll be pretty cool if he moved up and him and Boots met at a catch weight, maybe. That would be a great fight to make. Oh yeah, man, heavy, huh? Yeah. The world would love to see that fight if some way it could happen. But yeah, in his division where he reigns, his stomping grounds, I don't see nobody really fucking with Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, bro, he brings too much to the table right now. We're gonna see though. We gonna see. So it seems like the next fight will be him versus Conor Ben. I'm expecting a knockout from Shakur. Might be close, 4 or 5 rounds, maybe four, a little less. But Conor Ben will get picked apart. He won't be able to hit Shakur or get on the inside or nothing like that. It is what it is, homie. Once again, fire them comments up, man. Big Warrior here. You already know what it is. Once again, shout out, big respect to both fighters for getting in the ring. Big Warrior here, Babylon. Stay aware. But yeah, bro. you know, another fight for boxing, another win for boxing per se. But these are the type of fights you want to see, real fighters, real guys who have put the real blood, sweat, and tears in, who have gained and earned real respect and just earned the right to be in the ring, right? Fighting for belts, fighting for championships. But all the extra bullshit that boxing has been supporting and rocking and rolling with is blasphemy damn near. So it was good just to see two real fighters going at it boxing. And after the fight, yeah, the best man won. Right? They lived to fight another day. No one was seriously hurt. They move on, they move on. But you had two real boxers in the ring who earned this shot tonight, right? They didn't pay their way through. They put in blood, sweat, and tears, paid their dues. The journey, the routes were different, but that comes in all forms of life, right? Right. Come on, man. But they both put that work in through that journey. And they had the heart to get up in that ring round yonder. So you gotta respect them, tip your hat to them for that. You know what it is, man. Babylon, stay aware. Wicked. Yeah.